Welcome back to Parenting in Our Community. I'm your host, Veronica Aleman. Today's episode is intentionally a slower, more reflective one, just you and me. I'm not inviting a guest today because I want to create space for something different, something honest, a conversation about parenting that acknowledges not what we should be doing, but who we really are right now as parents. Because the world doesn't usually give us a pause. So today, this episode is the pause. We often talk about parenting like it's a single identity, but parenting is fluid, like chapters, seasons, or even waves. There are seasons of intense nurturing, seasons of holding back gracefully, seasons of advocacy and strength, and seasons when strength means getting through the day. Parents tell me things like, when they were younger, I couldn't wait for them to grow up, and now I wish I could freeze time. Or, I feel like I'm losing them and I don't know how to reach them. Or, I love being their parent, but lately I don't really like this part. Let's normalize something right here at the start. You can love your child deeply and still find parenting difficult. You can want closeness and also need space. You can be proud and still be mourning the version of your child that no longer needs you in the same way. In my work and studies as a clinician, one thing consistently shows up. Parents do better when they feel seen, not judged. Research in child development and attachment tells us parents who practice self-compassion are more emotionally available to their children. Emotional regulation is more powerful than being right in a moment. What builds resilience in children is not avoiding challenges, but seeing how we respond to them. Children don't need perfect parents. They need present ones. I'll go first. Right now, I'm in a season where I'm watching my children become more independent. We have a 22-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 15-year-old. So a part of me is cheering them on, excited to see how they grow, the decisions that they're making, see them be more independent. And then there's another part of me that is quietly grieving that they don't need me in the ways they once did. I'm learning that stepping back doesn't mean stepping away. Instead, it means trusting what I've planted. It's not the easiest season. It's also not the hardest season because I feel like each season comes with its own challenges. If that resonates, maybe name the season that you're in right now, even if it's silently to yourself. Acknowledge it. By doing this, you're validating it and validating yourself as a parent. If you are safely able to pause, even while driving or walking, I invite you to take a slow, deep breath. Think of your current parenting chapter. Without judgment, fill in this sentence in your mind. Right now, I am a parent who is. And if no words come, that is okay. Sometimes the season is unnamed, and that is still valid. Now that we've talked about recognizing and honoring the current season of parenting you are in, I want to shift into something practical. Because awareness is powerful, but having small tools to support us day to day can make an incredible difference. We often believe good parenting means avoiding mistakes, but what actually matters more is how we repair after a hard moment. Instead of, I shouldn't have gotten upset, try, that was hard. I'm going to go back, reconnect, and show them how we repair. Children learn resilience from what happens after the rupture, not from perfection. The 3-breath reset. This technique is for those moments when you feel overwhelmed or reactive. Simply take 3 slow breaths before responding. Breath 1 acknowledges, I'm feeling something big. Breath 2 creates space. Breath 3 gently invites your calm forward. Your child doesn't need you to react fast. They need you to react grounded. Try it with me if you can. I'm feeling something big. I'm creating space. I'm feeling calmer. Match intensity before redirecting. When emotions run high, especially with teens or strong-willed kids, don't rush to calm them down. First, match their intensity emotionally. You don't have to raise your voice, but try saying, I can see this is really hard right now. Validating the feeling opens the door to problem solving. SIFT before you speak. SIFT stands for stop, identify the feeling, filter the thought, then speak. Even if it takes a couple of seconds, this helps prevent reacting from frustration and instead responding from intention. To be 100% honest with you, I think that I and many others can agree that sifting can be applied with our children as well as other adults. Stop, identify the feeling. Stop, identify the feeling. Filter the thought. Is this something that I really need to say out loud? And how is it going to affect those around me? Is it going to make anything better? Is it going to make the situation worse? And then speak. Lower the bar on perfection and raise it on presence. We spend so much energy trying to give our kids perfect experiences, perfect holidays, perfect responses, perfect routines. Instead, what if the goal is, I will try to be fully present for even one meaningful moment today? 5 minutes of connection is more powerful than an entire day that feels emotionally distant. Release a should. Every parent carries at least one should that exhausts them. I should always respond calmly, or I should have family dinner every day, or I should be more patient. Let's try, I will give myself permission to release the should that is no longer serving our family, even if it is just for today. Is there a should that you would like to release? Speak to yourself as if your child were listening. Ask yourself, would I speak to my child the way I speak to myself? If the answer is no, that is your cue to soften your tone internally. Your self-talk sets the emotional environment you are parenting from. You don't have to apply all of these. Maybe just choose one that felt meaningful and try it once this week. Parenting change doesn't start with huge shifts. It starts with one intentional choice. Honoring the holidays. I want to gently guide us into talking about the holidays, not to repeat my previous episode, but to deepen it through the lens of parenting in the season we are experiencing right now. Holiday are emotional amplifiers. What season you are in as a parent, the holidays tend to magnify it. If your season feels joyful, holidays may bring more connection. If your season feels heavy, hectic, or uncertain, they may feel overwhelming. There is often pressure to make it special, to be grateful, to keep traditions alive, to avoid conflict. But not all seasons allow for that kind of energy. Some seasons require stillness. Others require flexibility. Some require simple presence. Instead of asking, how do I make holidays perfect? What if the question is, what does my family need emotionally this season? What would support our well-being? What is worth carrying forward? And what am I allowed to release this year? Some examples of things families can choose to shift are scaling down celebrations or committing to less. We don't need to fill our calendar completely in order for it to be a full and happy holiday. Creating new traditions that fit current needs. Letting yourselves grieve someone who's not there anymore. Choosing moments of connection rather than creating an entire day of perfection. Or simply allowing parenting to look quieter this year. If your holiday doesn't look like they used to, or how you imagined, that doesn't mean you've fallen short. It may simply mean you are honoring the season you are in. You are allowed to adjust. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to create something smaller, slower, softer, if that's what your heart and your family need. If you are still with me, I want to take a moment to say thank you. Wherever you're listening from, maybe driving, maybe finishing up your day, maybe taking a moment just for yourself. This time matters. You matter. Today we talked about the seasons of parenting, the ones that feel joyful and the ones that feel heavy. And I want to say this clearly. You are not behind. You are not supposed to have it all figured out. The season you find yourself in is not wrong. It is simply where you are right now. Parenting isn't about perfection. It's about presence, not constant presence, just meaningful presence, even in small moments. Before we end, I want to leave you with some reflection questions, not to solve, not to judge, simply to explore gently, even if just in thought. What season of parenting am I in right now? What is one thing I need emotionally in this season? What do I believe my child needs most from me right now? Which expectation can I gently release, even if only for today? What is one small moment of connection I can create this week? How would I speak to a friend who was parenting through this same season? When I look back someday, what do I hope my child remembers about this chapter of us? If these feel like a lot, just start with the first one. There are no right answers. Even asking the question is meaningful. As we enter this holiday season, or this next moment, I hope you allow yourself space to be human, to grow alongside your child, to release what no longer fits the season and hold on to what supports you. You are doing meaningful work. Even on the days it feels small, you are growing. Your child is growing. And right now, that is enough. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to reflect with me. Until next time, take a breath, honor the season you are in, and remember, you are not alone.